has changed a lot since we first saw her flash her picture-perfect smile across the screen, but not exactly in a good way. Will she turn out to be as wicked as Hades and Uma? Or will she somehow give them both a run for their money? We'll find out soon enough, but for now, let's find out who Audrey really is and what her motives are.
Where will I be?
When it comes to wanting to be the fairest of them all, Audrey puts the evil queen to shame. Audrey's the daughter of Prince Philip and Princess Aurora, who were the protagonists of the classic Disney movie Sleeping Beauty. Audrey was raised to be Little Miss Perfect. She was given the most beautiful gowns, praised by her grandmother, and given a place in the spotlight. To say that Audrey got used to being the queen bee would be an understatement. So whenever Audrey's title gets challenged, she does her best to eliminate the competition. When we first meet Audrey at the beginning of Descendants, it's clear that she's not happy to be meeting the VKs.
Welcome to Auradon Prep.
Not only is the daughter of her mother's mortal enemy now attending Auradon Prep, but her boyfriend Ben is totally smitten by her. Audrey doesn't miss a beat, and she's quick to point out that the VKs have been stripped of their royal titles. Within 10 seconds of meeting Audrey, it's obvious that she's got a hidden agenda up her sleeve. Dating the future King of Auradon is a pretty big deal, especially since it means that you might one day be queen. By now, we all know that Audrey was determined to be crowned the official ruler of the United States of Auradon. However, her plans came crashing down when Ben dumped her after winning a tourney match and declared his love for Mal. Instead of dealing with her emotions, Audrey chose to keep up with appearances, so she immediately started dating Chad Charming to get back at Ben, which, didn't work, to say the least. Audrey's attitude is rotten to the core. She's extremely vain and won't hesitate to throw someone under the bus as long as it makes her look good. Instead of being happy for her best friends Lonnie and Jane after Mal gave them gorgeous makeovers, Audrey was totally fuming. Turns out Audrey doesn't want anyone looking better than her, especially not her friends. Audrey is so used to being the center of attention that she's willing to claw her way into the spotlight. Before Mal and Evie transferred to Auradon Prep, Audrey was the girl everyone wanted to be. However, things quickly changed when the fashionable Evie and the gorgeous Mal started giving her a title a run for its money. There's no doubt about it, Audrey is a beautiful girl. She has magnificent hair, a killer smile, amazing skin, and she looks pretty in pink. But the fact that she feels threatened by Mal's presence just goes to show how insecure she really is. It looks like Audrey has some growing up to do, but whether she chooses to take the high road is solely up to her. With the way things ended in the first Descendants film, we were under the impression that Audrey had learned to accept the VKs. After proving themselves to be good people, Mal, Evie, Jay, and Carlos were welcomed into Auradon with open arms. Instead of being jealous, Audrey seemed to be on board. She was showcased dancing and singing along to the Set It Off musical number with a huge smile on her face. So it appeared as though Audrey had denounced her holier-than-thou attitude and made peace with Mal and Ben. However, it's possible that Audrey was just embracing the spotlight before returning to her old devices. Audrey doesn't make an appearance in Descendants 2, however she's mentioned quite a lot. We find out through Jane that Audrey is at a spa retreat with Flora, Fauna, and Merryweather, and it's soon revealed that Chad was dumped by Audrey soon after the events of the first Descendants film transpired. It turns out that Audrey wasn't really into Chad. She just wanted to make Ben jealous, which isn't exactly news. Whether Audrey was truly at a spa is up for debate, but we wouldn't put it past her to be cooking up a master plan. It's no secret that Chad's got it bad for Audrey. She's the girl of his dreams, and according to Audrey, he can keep on dreaming. Chad made it painfully clear that Audrey isn't into him because his name is Prince Chad, not King Chad, and that title makes all the difference. This tidbit of information is pretty essential because it confirms that Audrey doesn't really love Ben. She loves what he could have offered her. Audrey wants to be the queen, and she'll stop at nothing to make her own dreams come true. But what is she really up to? One look at Audrey is all you need to know that that girl's got something brewing in the darkest corners of her mind. Before the VKs came to Auradon, Audrey was the prettiest and the most popular, the most envied, and the most likely to succeed. But the captain of the cheerleading squad just couldn't hold her titles. And it's quite possible that being dumped by Ben in front of the entire school seriously bruised her inflated ego. So what do villains do when they've been scorned? They get even, or take things up a notch. That's what. At the end of Descendants 2, Chad receives a distressed call from Audrey right before the cotillion begins.
She got a flat tire in Sherwood Forest, and she wants me to go fix it.
It's a distress call, and Chad is more than willing to be Audrey's knight in shining armor. So instead of going to the cotillion, Chad heads towards the Sherwood Forest to help Audrey with her car troubles. But whether or not Audrey's distress call was staged is a question many Descendants fans have asked themselves. Descendants 3 is slated to air in the summer of 2019, and it looks like Audrey might just be playing the villain. Pictures of an evil-looking Audrey and a terrified Chad have been circulating the internet, and it looks as though Audrey has a very wicked plan up her sleeve. Audrey's delicate look has been replaced with a much edgier vibe. She's seen holding Maleficent's scepter while wearing the missing crown, so it's quite possible that Audrey's the one who stole these items from the Museum of Cultural History. Audrey has always had a mean streak about her. She was raised under the premise that she was better than everyone, especially the VKs. So the fact that she was bested by Mal totally messed with her mind. We just hope she'll have the good sense to let bygones be bygones before she winds up being the queen of the Isle of the Lost. So, do you guys think Audrey is rotten to the core? Or is she simply going through a rough patch in her life? Let us know in the comments section below. And that's a wrap. Thanks for watching The Things. We hope you liked our video. Give it a big thumbs up if you're excited for Descendants 3. For the latest Descendants news, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We'll see you next time.